Guys, I'm being joined with Alexander Pantoja, the flyweight champion of the world. And he's going to defend his title another time tomorrow night, UFC 323 against Joshua Van. Joshua Van, he only started training at 20 years old, okay? And you're one of the greatest champions of all time. I think your experience is going to dwarf, you know, his young athleticism and the attributes that he has, the physical attributes he has. What are you planning on doing tomorrow night?
Just feel the game, you know, like I like to go inside the octagon. I feel very happy because we share the same feeling. Me and Joshua Van, I see he talking about that. He don't have game plan. He like to go to the octagon and like start to feel the fight, you know. And I think this is very smart for someone who just have 24 years. And but of course, I think my experience can help me. Everything I passed through, you know, and I know he have a very beautiful story too, you know, like when you go to the octagon, I try to don't fight just with the athlete. I try to fight with the man, you know, with his history and everything he's have, and this helped me to understand, and because that's a beautiful sport. But when you go to the inside the octagon, it's not just a sport, you know. That's a man versus man. Like I like to say, universe versus universe, because I have my mother pray for me, his mother pray for him, and like my kids and his parents, you know, like that's what I'm about, you know, universal versus universal, you know. It's someone gonna happy, someone gonna be sad, and that's why I'm trying to fight, you know?
Yeah, actually, I spoke with Kayla Harrison earlier, and she spoke about also how, like, getting ready for the fight, it's really a team effort. It's your family understanding the sacrifices you need to make during training camp. You spend a little bit less time with them. Maybe you go out less, you do less fun things because you're focused on work, but they love and they support you. Your coaches, they make sacrifices. Your teammates, they make sacrifice. And Joshua Van is doing the same thing on his side with his family and his team. So yeah, you're right. I understand that you're humble because you respect the guy and he's coming to give his best effort. One of you is going to win, one of you is going to lose. But one thing with Joshua Van, it's mostly he wins his fights with his boxing. And you have incredible grappling, and you may be able to submit him tomorrow night. Is it something you're thinking of, is taking him down and taking him out of that boxing world? Or are you thinking of exchanging with him and giving the fans something more like fireworks?
You know, my fight style, I think, is very unique, you know. I think my last two fights can talk a lot about that, you know. I fight with a very good strikings. Asakura and Kakara Fence is very good strikings. And I think I go better than both guys, you know. I can strike, and definitely I can strike, and definitely I can use my grappling when I want, you know. And that's MMA. I think I'm a very good MMA artist, you know. And I'm gonna put that tomorrow, you know. Of course, I want to fight. I want to use my hands, but also I think we can use the grappling. You know, that's natural, you know. And I think that's why I can use, because it's natural. It's not something like I try to put in the fight, you know. I can use my box, I can approximate, I can use the kicks, and of course I can use my jiu-jitsu.
And thank you for taking the time with us. You know, he's one of the most well-rounded champions in UFC history. That's why he can take the fight anywhere.